What's going on, y'all? So listen.
So we are back again for another episode review. Hey y'all, for Black Ink Crew Chicago, this season 4, episode 12, I believe. Rescheduled. Okay. So basically, the episode starts out. Let's get Charmaine and stuff out the way. She's in the studio at WGCI. She got Danielle there as a guest. And she was basically saying how in Chicago in the summertime it's slow celeb day or whatever. When the summertime comes through after Lollapalooza comes, it's snooze fest for the celebs to come through. So I'm sitting here like Lollapalooza. Girl, okay, so that this goes to show me obvious editing and shit like that. Hold on. The editing and shit, because Lollapalooza was 2 weeks ago. So y'all still filming up to date or whatever, you know, um but whatever, we're not gonna get into that. So Danny J, that's what she called herself. They up there, they talking about the whole thing, and her and the trip and Jamaica and what happened, her and that panic attack. Them panic attacks and anxiety attacks, they're nothing to be played with. So, I'm not gonna say nothing about that. Um then while not Danielle. Charmaine was over there trying to do a weather drop or whatever. Neek comes in with some flowers and surprise her. And of course, Charmaine is happy to see her man. He been gone for 6 months over there in Cameroon, Africa. And so therefore she ready to fuck. Okay. Told Danielle to just set up in there and finish doing the show because she been fucking him in the bathroom, shoes all up in the hall. I said, where's her boss at when you need him to come through, and to just look at him like, bitch, this what we're doing? Okay, he don't like her like that, no way. So it is what it is. But later on, we see a little scene with her and Neek. They done got, he in there working. She thinking she finna get some ass, get some dick and shit like that. That's what she waiting on. She done got the little whips, got her ass all out, got little sex toys in there, talking about something, you gonna fuck me with this, put this butt plug in. I said, girl, I would have been just like him. Nigga, we ain't got time for that. But it is what it is. It was a cute little scene. Usually I get uncomfortable when I see Charmaine do little sexual stuff, whatever. But this time I really wasn't, because she hasn't seen some man in a minute, and sometimes you want to just let the freak out. Bitch, you been dry as fuck by yourself. Well, outside of yourself making yourself wet, you been dry as fuck, okay? Ain't nobody else been doing nothing, supposedly. Ain't nobody else been doing nothing. You need some attention, bitch. Get your attention, get all the dicks, slurp them dry, okay? Give him the time of his goddamn life. And bitch, you give her the time of hers, because she needs it. She's thirsty as fuck. But anyway, moving on from that, she over there talking about this is what part got me. So I know I was crazy and all that stuff, doing some shit, all that before you left. It's just because I really didn't want you to go, but I wanted you to remember me and all this stuff, us to be together and whoop-de-woo. And he was like, yeah, Charmaine, she crazy as hell, dog. You know, she's like, but fuck all that. I don't want you to marry me or whatever, probably nothing like that, but I want to have a baby. Nick looking like, bitch, what? No, most people want to get married, then have a baby. You want to get a baby? No, it ain't finna happen. I said, Charmaine, you go from one extreme to the next extreme. Girl, calm the fuck down, okay? So, after that, let's just go into the Cobra situation, because Cobra, this episode really wasn't much, so I'm not finna spend a lot of time on it. But this whole thing with Cobra, I'm so glad you called yourself out as being a hater and being bitter or whatever, because that's what we're all sitting here looking at you like. A lot of us, well, majority, some of us actually kind of like you, but you're making us look at you really funny. And we know that you have emotional issues, mental issues. You have problems with depression and shit like that. These problems of feeling, left out, being needy and all that shit. We understand that. A lot of us have those same problems. Well, some of us had those same problems as well. But the way that you are going about things, you looking like a straight up hater. You're looking bitter as fuck. And it's not a fucking good look on you, because you were one of the ones that I actually kind of liked in the shop. For the most part, from day one, I liked you and all that stuff. But right about now, baby, you doing something that I cannot rock with. Okay, you don't like Reese. It's understandable. You probably have your reasons, but the way that you're going, you're becoming obsessive with this, okay? You're going and you're looking her up and all this stuff, because if We can't even get down to the root of it. Why you don't like this girl? What is it? You acting as if this girl shitted in your cornflakes, as if this girl took your bitch from you, took your nigga. This is who you cause you remember Cobra was with a dude when she first got on the show. Did he cheat on you with her or something like that? And that's why you don't fuck with her. You don't know this girl from nowhere, and you automatically got your you know, panties in a wad, okay, because of this girl. And it's like, for what? What did she do to you? Reese ain't done shit to nobody in that shop. If anything, she trying to, be cool with everybody. You the one that's not letting her in because of your own personal reasons or whatever the fuck going on with you. So you automatically made her a target. You get pissed off because they gave her the booth, okay? She didn't take the booth. They gave her the booth. Now you got the booth yourself or whatever. I guess because you wasn't included in getting signed on for the new tattoo artist. Who cares, bitch? You wasn't included when the whole shop got together to become Loyal Inc. They just so happened to let you in because they needed some more tattoo artists or whatever. You was down in Texas, so you wasn't involved in that thing. Is that what it is? I'm confused about what's going on and why you going so hard on Reese and trying to find any and everything to sabotage this girl and to, come up, get some dirt on her. But she did find some stuff. She was in the midst of about to, tattoo a client, and she stopped that to talk to Charmaine and to tell her that, she found this portrait or whatever, this article talking about Reese. And it was this tattoo artist named Ty Harris, who I guess is very well known in the industry. How she took his work and inverted it, basically flipped it around and made it seem as if it was her work, took claims for it, and she got called out for it. Charmaine was like, it's fucked up because she didn't, go through the worker, go through her work, check her out or whatever, because this is what Lily hired. This was doing their part when they was just going through their bullshit with each other. And I was like, that's what a manager's supposed to do. If you're supposed to hire and fire people, you're supposed to check out the people thoroughly who you're supposed to be hiring and all this stuff. So maybe if they would have actually took that work seriously and the reputation of the shop seriously, then maybe somebody would have actually went on ahead and did some deep research and do what you're supposed to do, and we wouldn't be in this situation. But of course, this is Lawyer Inc. / 9mag, and they don't do that shit over there. Okay, so this is what you get. And now this is putting the shop in a fucked up position because you don't want the shop's name to be tied into with somebody who is known for plagiarizing work, okay? You can get sued for that. You can go to jail for plagiarism. You can do a whole bunch of shit like that, bitch. You was in school, okay? And you plagiarized, motherfucker. What was that, when you had to do term papers, you had to do regular papers, and you had to cite sources and shit like that, bitch, especially in college. The first time I ever got had to use that thing, I think it was in high school too, but mostly in college. When they fucked around and said, bitch, turn your paper and your work in on turnitin.com. Bitch, that's the death nail in the coffin for some people, okay, who known to plagiarize. Turnitin.com, that bitch, you will get caught up in a minute. If you fucking plagiarize, it'll just pop up, bitch. You took that whole paragraph. All you gotta do is cite the fucking source, okay? But how can you do that with our work, okay? And we've seen some cases like that happen in the mainstream industry. People being accused of stealing artwork and stuff like that. One of the cases was the artwork that was in Kendrick Lamar's All of the Stars video and stuff like that. We've seen it happen time and time again, and it always comes to the light. So why would you do it? And on the one hand, I'm cool with Cobra calling it out, but I just don't like the way that she's going out about it. Like, you have a vendetta, like you're targeting this girl, and it's just making you come off as a pure fucking hater. So later on in the episode, we see this client comes in, and she's waiting for Cobra. Cobra's not there. Lily is like, the one thing that she know about Cobra is the first one here and she's the last one out. Okay, so for her to not be here and not to be on time or whatever, it's like, what's going on? The client is sitting there, 20 minutes past. Lily calling Cobra. There's no answer. There's no answer. There's no answer. So at this point in time, the client better than me. The client is motherfucking better than me, bitch, because I'm not finna sit there for no 20 plus minutes when you supposed to be here. And the bitch probably got there on time, and she probably got there earlier than what she was supposed to be. And Cobra was still a little bit later than what they probably showed us on TV. I'm not finna sit there that long because you not there. And if I'm texting you and I'm calling you and I'm getting no response, you don't want my service and you don't want my money. So therefore, I'm about to bounce. No, I don't want nobody else from this shop to fucking tattoo me because now I have a negative attitude right about now. My energy is off because of this whole shit. I'm about to bounce, okay? That's just me. I'm not finna sit here. No, I had one person in particular that I wanted to do it. I seen they work. I liked it, but now they fucked me up. So fuck the shop and fuck y'all. I'm finna go elsewhere, okay? Let me take my ass down there to Ryan or whatever the fuck. That's me, okay? I'm taking my service elsewhere, okay? But the lady, she stayed. And then I guess to compensate her or to make her feel better or whatever for wasting the time and don't want the trip to feel like a waste of time, waste of trip, because you don't know if she spent gas money to come down there or she spent money on the Uber or whatever. So they gave the client to Reese. Told Reese go ahead and hook her up and see what she like and all this stuff. She wanted this yin and yang stuff. Now Reese was over there trying to draw the shit on her, and I was like, ugh, what is that? It wasn't finished, but I wasn't trying to judge, but I was judging. I said, girl, what the fuck is this? But in the midst of that, Cobra comes in. Cobra comes in with an ice pack on her mouth because she had just come back from the dentist for getting a tooth pulled. She had a wisdom tooth pulled. Her face swollen as fucking everything. So that means you are on narcotics, okay? You are probably got some ibuprofens up in you, some 800 milligram ibuprofen, probably on some antibiotics or whatever, so no infection won't set in. Bitch, I've been to the dentist. I know all this shit, okay? These are drugs that they give you, okay? Give you a little bit of penicillin too, trust and believe I was on that shit too. And then depending on how bad it is, they probably gave you something stronger. So I don't want you tattooing me looking like that. You in pain. You clearly in pain because you got that ice pack on there. You trying to get the swelling down. You come straight in and you lay down on the couch. Why come to work? I just don't get it. I wouldn't want to trust you to do anything on my face or my body or whatever with your face looking like, not necessarily with your face looking like that, but because your face looking like that, it's fresh as fuck and I know that you in pain and I know some shit just happened. So baby, I want you to be clear mind and out of pain and just reschedule me. And that's what Cobra said. Y'all could have told me so I can reschedule, but or they said you could have rescheduled her instead of giving her off to somebody else because she finds out that Reese get it. I said, bitch, y'all done gave her to the wrong person. And I'm just sitting here like, well, Cobra, they tried to call your ass and you wasn't answering. So what? You mean to tell me you didn't tell them that you probably was gonna be late or that you had a doctor's appointment? Was this a emergency tooth pulling or whatever that you couldn't and you still couldn't call or text somebody at the shop and say, well, hey, I'm not gonna be here. That's your fault, bitch. You lost that client. I'm sorry, Cobra. That's on you. Okay, so don't get mad at Reese because she got the client. Be mad at yourself for not putting in calling your client or texting her and saying, can we reschedule because I have an emergency dental appointment right quick. I have to get my tooth pulled. She probably would have understood that and just reschedule and saved her a trip from coming down there. But no, you get in your feelings. Why come there and lay on the couch like you ain't finna do shit? You are in a tattoo shop where you don't have to clock in, clock out. You literally come in when you have a client and you get paid for that client, what you do. So what was the purpose of you coming in there? I'm confused about that. Then you getting pissed off that Reese got the tattoo and then you want to out her about stealing somebody else's art. And then from what Reese said, it was when she was first starting. She didn't deny that it happened, but she just put it off as, when she was fresh in the game and this is what happened and she learned her lesson from it or whatever. And, Lily was like, it's fucked up that she did that, but it was a while ago, but she's not here for the way that Cobra is calling her out in front of a client. It's so unprofessional and it's just like, we can't even use the word professional with these people anymore because they don't know what that means and that's not the environment that they in. But it was fucked up to do that in front of a client. And Cobra, you making a big deal out of this. You just making yourself look stupid. Yes, what not Lily, but Reese did was wrong. The plagiarism and all that stuff. Yes, she needed to be called out. But there's a way that you're supposed to do things and you're not supposed to do that shit in front of your clients. Your clients should not know that there is drama and bullshit going on within that shop like that. and you fucked that shit up. So moving on from that, you're too big. First of all, us big people, we too big to be throwing tantrums like that. Okay, you can't do that. Like, stop that. Calm that shit down. Okay, you just making yourself look a mess. All right, stop that shit. And put on some clothes that actually fit. Okay, that's what I want to put out there. I'm just gonna let that go. I'm just gonna let that go. Moving on from that, what else went on in this episode? Um, Don. So Ashley, we see this scene with Ashley and Don. They at the little jumping park, whatever. I don't know what it's called, but I don't know if all the kids are in school and ain't nobody else there, because usually those type of areas, they always have a whole bunch of kids there, or VH1 rented out the whole thing so nobody else could be there and little DJ could have a little fun by himself. And it was a nice little moment, I will say, to see them all having fun. Don had to put it out there that he used to play basketball for Lincoln University. Hell, he played against LeBron James. Bitch, you fucked that up. Okay, bitch, I bet you he probably be beating his ass up himself, like, damn it, I could have been in the NBA. I could have did this. I could have did that. 6'4", just out here dunking on their asses and shit like that. But it is what it is. Life didn't that wasn't in the cards for him. You fucked yourself up for that, but that's in line. So he thinking, everything's cool. Ashley is like, everything is on the right path so far. This them separated, but actually trying to become friends again is going great. He trying to put his hands on her thigh. She like, bitch, it ain't like that. Later on, they go Ashley and her girls, Jen and them, they go out and they go to the strip club. It's girls' night. Don got the kids. Fuck this shit, bitch. I'm finna come out here and I'm finna have fun. The next thing you know, we see some niggas come out there. We seen some asses from some chicks. I said, okay, that's cute. Then we see some niggas come out there. Let me just tell y'all this. Male strippers are so fucking hilarious to me because of their outfits and stuff. I said, why do y'all have to dress like that? Who said y'all had to dress like that? But anyway, they came out there, and obviously this strip club, everything comes out because they couldn't show some of the shit. I saw ass crack, and I said, baby, ain't no G-string on that ass track. Okay, in that crack right there, that's bare ass. That's a bare crack right there. So if he was to flip over, he probably would have been standing at attention. Okay, that ain't what I want to see, but go off, sis. They was doing what they was doing. Of course, they was getting a little hot and bothered. Ashley ain't had seen a dick in a minute, okay? So she said, and next thing you know, they was like, we want to close out the night with a special guest coming out here, Mr. Fireman. Here come Don. Apparently, Don used to strip back in the day in basements and shit for people. I said, well, you got to do what you got to do to make that money. That's probably where his hoism started. But, we going to let that go. We going to slide right past that. He come out there. This is what we seen on the Shade Room probably last month. I think it was towards the end of July. And this is when we realized that they were still together. After that whole cheating scandal, they were still fucking together. And he was up there dancing and doing whatever the fuck he thought he was doing. And then going to climb, hold on to that vent. And that bitch fell down. And I said, you know what? You didn't think this shit through? He said, no, I didn't think this shit through. I was a little bit smaller back in the day. But, hey, it is what it is. Ashley, like, just for this, I ain't trying to fuck him or whatever. But, he did good. He did good. Putting forth a little bit of effort. I might give him a little pity fuck. I said, bitch, you gonna fuck him because you want to fuck him. Okay? That's what it is. Take that pity out of it. Ain't no pity fuck. Your vagina is saying, get in me. That's what it's saying, okay? But, that's what y'all do with each other, okay? It is what it is. You ain't got to lie for us. Moving on from that, what happened after that? This whole thing, I will say, this episode, they broke up the fight and bullshit by actually putting in a little social message. Like, we get one each season. Like when the seasons first started, we started talking about the gun violence that was going on in Chicago. Or I should say, when the series first started, they started talking about the gun violence. And then we had last season with Don and the mental health and all that, especially with Don and actually Cobra as well. So this season we get the little social message about the immigration stuff that's going on, and Lily coming from Mexico, being the daughter of immigrant parents, having a lot of family that's here in Chicago that are who are immigrants, and then having some people that she know, like an uncle that's on his way to be deported, a godfather or somebody that's close to her on have already been deported. It was very touching to see that guy give that tattoo that she gave the tattoo of the cactus to, and he put out there he knows a lot of people that's out here in Chicago that are scared to come outside because of ICE coming out and the fear of being deported and things of that such, and them doing a little drive, a clothing drive to, try to put in something and do something for those being trapped at the border. And it was nice to see Cobra and Don sitting there with Lily and actually talking about the situation and what people fail to realize. And I'm so glad that they went down and they talked to someone from the is it ALCU? I hope I said it right, or ACLU, whichever one. Y'all know which one it is. And talking to them, and she was saying how she went to the border, and this man came there with his son and daughter from Honduras trying to escape the gang violence or whatever, and they're trying to seek asylum, and he's not from Mexico. They tell him that they're full, and he's out on a bridge just sleeping, no food, no nothing, and it's a sad sight to see. And that's what a lot of people get fucked up about this whole immigration thing. These people are not trying to come in illegally. These people are trying to seek asylum, and that is legal. Anybody from any country can come over to here and try to seek asylum at any country, okay? But they're being turned away. And then they're putting out this false narrative that everybody is coming in trying to come in illegally, or they're bad people. No, they're trying to escape the badness that's going on in their own country. Yes, some badness do seep in. That happens everywhere, but that's not necessarily 100% the case with the people at the borders and going on with this immigration reform shit that's happening now. So that was a good little look. And it is what it is. I can't wait to see next week and how Reese explain this whole thing and what they do with her. And y'all tell me how y'all feel. If I missed anything, put it down in the comments. And I will see you guys later on tonight for the season finale of Queen Sugar. Okay. And y'all be good. Peace.